Welcome back to my channel. It's Eric Ye here. If you guys have been following along, I have been traveling in New York all last week. And this week, I decided to make a pit stop in Philly. When I think about Philly, I always think about getting the best Philly cheesesteak that I can find. And so I went online to take a look at what people are saying with regards to the best Philly cheesesteak in town. And the consensus has been the original Tony Luke's. That's actually where I'm gonna go today. In addition to Philly cheesesteak, I think Tony Luke's is also really good with their roast pork sandwich as well as their roast beef sandwich. Hopefully I have enough stomach space to order 2 additional sandwiches to showcase. But I'm really excited to check out Tony Luke's. Let's head out to the restaurant. We'll see you shortly. Alright guys, so here at the original Tony Luke's, and the first thing I want to say is it's like this restaurant that's like on the side of the road, and the first thing I noticed is a lot of like passerby just stop in, grab their hoagies, grab their sandwiches, and just, you know, order on the go. I want to say that I ordered three sandwiches, okay? Number one is definitely the Philly cheesesteak, which I'm going to start off with on my eating. So here we go. Look at this. This is the original Tony Luke's cheesesteak. Can you see this? So the one thing that's unique about Tony Luke's cheesesteak is that they actually use ribeye. And I asked for American cheese with fried onion. And I actually had to cut this sandwich in half because the way it comes is about a foot long, all right? Yeah. All right, enough talking. Let's do a taste test. My first bite, here we go. The first thing I noticed is that cheese and that fried onion. Amazing. Huh? The one thing I like about the cheesesteak is that it's not overpowered with cheese. There are other Philly cheesesteak restaurants that I've tried in the past, not on camera, where they just like dump a ton of cheese onto the Philly cheesesteak sandwich, and I think it's a little bit overpowering. Now, the 2 most popular cheese that I was told when people order their cheesesteak is either the Kraft Cheese Whiz or the American or the provolone. Now, I wanted to do American today, but Cheese Whiz, for those that are really into cheese and want to taste a little bit of like Kraft, that is a really good alternative. But American for me today. Now, the bread is nice and soft, not dry. Okay, can you see this? It's going for a second bite. Look at that. Now, on camera, it might just look like a sandwich, but guys, it is quite delicious. Now, at the end of the line, they have these condiments that you can get. Now, take a look at this. I got a huge, like, pickled pepper. Look at this. It almost looks like a tomato. Now, I'm gonna take a bite. Here we go. Nice heat. Now, a little bit of that acidity, heat. I think that really enhances the flavor of the Philly cheesesteak. If you want your Philly cheesesteak a little bit on the edgier side, Take a bite of that pickled pepper. Mmm, that's good. Now, there are at least 2 other sandwiches that put the original Tony Luke's on the map. And one of them is called the roast pork sandwich. And I want to show you what that sandwich looks like. Take a look at this roast pork sandwich. And this one, I got mild provolone with broccoli rabe. Can you see this? The staff here told me this is like what a lot of people get if they're not getting the Philly cheesesteak. And I've actually never had broccoli rabe. So to me, it looks like stewed broccoli that's been simmering for a long time. And they actually dip the bun in some au jus. So you can see there's some moisture on this bun. Pretty popular. Let's find out if this is as good as people claim. Here we go. Mmm. Mmm. It's porky. Huh? They certainly give you a lot of meat. The bun is fairly thin. And that broccoli rabe. When you take a bite into this, you're definitely getting that porky flavor. And I don't know how long they've been cooking this pork, but it's pretty lean. Not overly fatty, but definitely juicy from the au jus. Now, again, just like before, I'm gonna take a bite of this pickled pepper. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mmm. It's like there's only a couple ingredients, but sometimes less is more. Oftentimes, less is more. If you don't like pork, you can always opt for their steak or beef. Now, just like the roast pork, the last sandwich I got is their roast beef. Now, this time with the roast beef, I got a little bit slightly different combination. I got their spinach rabe. The first one on the roast pork, I got their broccoli rabe, but this one is spinach rabe. And instead of mild provolone, I got sharp provolone. Okay. They pride their sandwiches by saying that they use ribeye steak. Let's go. Mm. I'm chewing. Now, there's one flavor that sticks out at me when I eat this roast beef sandwich. It's a sharp provolone. Sharp? You should expect it, right? It's a little edgy. I get that sharp cheese flavor. First bite, that trumps the other flavors. Okay? Now, the spinach with this cheese, sometimes it reminds me of eating corn spinach or cream spinach. Look how many layers of roast beef they give me. And you can see on the top, 2 slices of sharp American provolone cheese. And just like the roast pork, this is dipped in au jus, so you can definitely see some moisture on my bun. I think I prefer the roast pork. That has a very distinct porky flavor that is very, very fragrant, very, very yummy. Now, There was also some chili sauce on the side. Now, I think this is probably buffalo sauce. And what I'm gonna do is, number one, I'm gonna take my roast pork sandwich and I'm gonna dip it in what I think is like a Frank's hot sauce. Look at that. Nice, right? Now, I think that is kind of like a French hot sauce. I think the better sandwich to dip that in may be the Philly cheesesteak. Ooh. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The Frank's hot sauce pairs better with the Philly cheesesteak because the Philly cheesesteak, the flavor is a little bit more one-dimensional. The flavors with the cheese, the onions, and the beef tends to be in one area, whereas the roast pork and the roast beef sandwich with all the au jus, the vegetables, the cheese, it's multi-dimensional. So if you want to add a little bit kick to your Philly cheesesteak sandwich, okay, add this. My favorite. So, what do I think about this place compared to other Philly cheesesteak restaurants I've had in the past? I think it's still better than the other two popular Philly cheesesteak restaurants here in the Philly area. If you know what that is, definitely let me know in the comments below. But I think in terms of quality, this trumps the other two. Now, is this still the best I've ever had? I don't know. I haven't had a long experience with Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Maybe like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. But maybe thus far, it might be the best. I'm still curious though, if there are even better ones out there. If you guys know, definitely shoot me a message, comment down below. But that's gonna conclude a very, very quick review on the original Luke's Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Let me know if you had a chance to try it. Let me know if you had a chance to come out to Philly. Always love to hear from you. Give me a big thumbs up if you like watching this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Epicurean with Eric Ye. And as usual, hit that bell notification icon on the top right hand corner of your screen so you always get notified when I put my next video out. We're gonna be on our way to DC next, so follow along and we'll see you in the capital.